Welcome back to our channel, where you can find the finest videos on cryptocurrencies. Please click the like and subscribe buttons, and we'll keep posting videos. Central bank digital currency is referred to as CBDC. Governments building CBDCs do so on centralized blockchains because they want to retain complete control over the network. The transition from a manual to a digital world has accelerated because of the world epidemic, even though many countries have long been moving toward cashless society. 83 nations accounting for more than 90% of the global economy are investigating CBDCs, according to a new CBDC tracker from the Atlantic Council. 5 countries, all of which are tax havens in the Caribbean, have already introduced their own digital currencies as a possible precaution against the possibility of economic repercussions. The Bahamas, St. Lucia, St. Kitts and Nevis, Grenada, and Antigua and Barbuda are among them. Pilot tests of their own digital currencies are also being conducted in 14 other countries, including China. One significant development is the centrally managed, government-controlled digital yuan. It will facilitate commerce between China and the nations and organizations that have endorsed the grandiose Belt and Road Initiative. Other countries undergoing testing at the moment include Sweden, South Korea, and Thailand, which is collaborating with China and the United Arab Emirates on a multiple central bank digital currency bridge. Bahrain, a country wealthy in oil, is another example. Although it is still in the research phase, Bahrain has decided to collaborate with commercial banks like JP Morgan to patent its own unique system of cross-border payments that will be paid in US dollars. The Boston Fed and MIT researchers are tasked with figuring out how to create a digital currency that is quick, secure, and resilient, and basically good enough to meet the needs of the world's largest economy. The United States is also still in the research phase. Let's now talk about some of the possible advantages of CBDCs. It will just take a few seconds to pay a buddy who lives in the same nation as you, and the same may be true for pals who reside in other nations. It is possible for cross-border payments to be cleared immediately, and for a little price. Contrast that to the current situation when some of the world's poorest people still depend on payment processors like Western Union, who charge up to 10% in fees. Additionally, merchant fees will be significantly lowered since they would be able to avoid credit card processing expenses. For both small and large businesses, this is good news. Additionally, CBDCs promise effective delivery of stimulus payments. The COVID-19 outbreak brought to light this flaw in the American financial system when it became difficult for the government to issue stimulus checks on time. Due to their lack of access to financial services, those in need of financial assistance frequently found themselves at the back of the queue. CBDCs might enable governments to more easily deliver targeted welfare payments if access to digital state money only needs a phone. It is possible to tag centralized government currencies so that they can only be used to buy specific products like food. The same idea may be used to prevent corrupt or ineffective governments from wasting foreign help before it reaches the people who need it most. However, the majority of cryptocurrency aficionados believe that creating a centralized cryptocurrency that gives control back to national governments and the banks that support them is at best a fruitless exercise. The fact that governments will still be able to freeze individual accounts, reverse transactions, and stop people from using their money to buy things like Bitcoin, which may be viewed as an unwanted competitor, is one of the clear disadvantages of CBDCs. Additionally, governments will have access to a record quantity of financial data. This data consolidation might have extremely significant repercussions in nations that engage in major oppression and human rights violations. Since the data and keys are kept in one location, a centralized blockchain also possesses the risk of total money loss. This implies that a single successful breach, let's say from a rival nation with a capable cyber warfare team, may be fatal. Additionally, holders of digital currencies might still experience the effects of inflation. The purchase value of the currency will decrease if more digital dollars are minted for additional bailouts and economic stimulation, just like it did with the US dollar. CBDCs will probably be a factor in how the future of cryptocurrency develops, for better or worse. A multiverse of controlled and decentralized blockchains, some of which will house hundreds of various cryptocurrencies and utility tokens, will almost probably emerge in the digital economy. We are now in a time when real cash will finally cease to exist after thousands of years. Arguments in favor of and against Bitcoin and CBDCs sometimes take a political turn, but in actuality, the issue is one of trust. Which currencies are most likely to have your trust? Governmental or decentralized currencies such as Bitcoin? Comment with your choice and the reason behind it. I appreciate you viewing. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more cryptocurrency videos if you found this information useful. Thanks.